Hi, Warfare Flamen here with a large BrickLink haul from Germany, and this one's pretty cool. This is a pretty big deal for me. Getting something I definitely wanted to pick up. So let's get this open. Pretty decent shipping speed overall, like a week or two, about 2 weeks, which is pretty good from Germany. Just kind of. Tape it up pretty well. Very well. All right. All these parts. All right. This is a big deal for a couple reasons, but mainly, as you can see, I wanted to get the German soccer team collectible minifigure series, and this was the cheapest price I could find it online. And this is 2 of them, 2 complete sets of 16. One of them is for me. One of them I'm not going to keep long term. But yeah, this has been on the wanted list for a long time, just because I collect them, collectible minifigure series at this point, and also there's a couple pieces I wanted to borrow for some of my own stuff in here. So this is the big thing. This is the bulk of the order. But really excited to get this, and it looks like they're all there. And also they threw in some of the original bags they came with too, which is cool. Just have 1 or 2. So that's cool. Definitely a big deal. Get all of those. And probably the next biggest deal for me personally in this order would be this minifigure. This is the Twitch minifigure, and this was listed as used, but he said it was in like new condition. And in looking at this, it looks brand new. So no complaints there. This was a pretty good price. This is just an expensive minifigure all around, but yeah, he's in good shape. He's definitely in good shape. Doesn't feel like he's ever been used. So there's a couple unique molds on here in very interesting colors. Those antennas in green are unique. The wing mold is unique, which is a pretty big deal, and the head mold's unique. And I just wanted this particular minifigure for a couple of reasons, but very cool to get that. I'm glad I got that, and he's in great shape. He really is new, so that's awesome. It's always good when you get things that are actually, new condition. It's just very nice. I got a collectible minifigure fencer because he was the only one I was missing from that series, and now I have the complete series. I got one of these robots because he was really cheap. I like the printed arms. I wanted a couple parts in here for a mock, so it's cool. I got this version of Newt Gunray, Star Wars. Didn't have him, wanted him for a collection. So he's new. That's cool to get. Pretty good price. Here's a couple just like Atlantis treasure pieces. Didn't have any of those, so those are kind of cool to get. This is nice packaging too. It's really grouped pretty well. Here's just some minifigure accessories and weapons. Some of those Superman movie guns. Just got some more of them. Oh, one of the newer styles of axe. The red and silver one. I wanted one of those. Didn't have any of those. Some skis. A white ray gun. Didn't have it in that color. Would have gotten 2, but I think he only had 1. Gold fencer foil. Just some stuff like that. Pretty simple. Nothing too rare in there. A couple parts I didn't have. Some more minifigure accessories, like trans blue snakes, green flames, and that trans green and neon green pattern, like lightning. Those are like 25 cents each, and that's only came in 1 set as far as I'm aware of, and it's a really cool piece, so I got 4 of them. And then some of these purple and orange ones, same mold. Really interesting piece, so I just got 2 of them. Wasn't that expensive. So that's cool. And that's pretty much it. One like bright light orange accessory thing. Had something in mind for that. So some cool accessories, some cool hair pieces. Don't think I had yeah, definitely. I wanted some of these for mocks. Mainly, I wanted some of these because this is the Quicksilver hairpiece, and it wasn't very expensive, like 70 cents or something. So I got 2 of them. Got one of these in dark tan, one of these in light tan. Didn't have it in that color. This is a very interesting hairpiece. This is pretty rare. I don't see it generally in BrickLink stores, so I grabbed one. It was like $1.50 or something. I really like this hairpiece and had it in black, so I got it in brown too, or the reddish brown, and then just one in whatever hairpiece that is. It's cool. So just a couple more hairpieces, and then trying to think the best order to do this in. Some minifigure bodywear. Got another one of these in red. I really like these pieces. Really, really like these pieces. One of these in flat silver. Didn't have it in that color. A couple of these random bracket pieces I was running low on. This is the like Cad Bane air tank piece. It was really cheap, and I think that's a cool piece. I got some uses for it. Tan armor piece, didn't have it in that color, and a dark red bandana. So some cool pieces there. Minifigure headgear. So in here, kind of just go through this. Now this is cool. Apparently I had it in metallic silver. This is a flat silver one. I thought I was getting a duplicate. So it's cool. I didn't know it came in a different color. So that's cool. I have a use for this. I'm just happy to get it in a different color. That's fine. And then here's some of those Hero Factory helmets. One in yellow, one in white, one in blue. I definitely wanted that blue one. I have a use for that. One in lime green. That's a cool looking one. And one in gold. And there's also one in red, but the seller didn't have it, unfortunately. Interesting piece. I'm going to set these 2 aside for a sec. I'll come back to those in a minute. 2 crown pieces, metallic gold and copper. Didn't have them in that color. Copper one's really cool. That tan. One of those Ultra Agents helmets. Just one. It's a really cool piece. A little bit pricey, but... And then some of these in dark gray. Didn't have these goggles. And then I got this classic Space Dude because I needed that helmet in black. I wanted... and I like the torso. There's a couple parts in there that I really wanted. He's like $7, but... there's some parts in there I really kind of needed for something I was working on. So... And then a couple more... I think these are the used parts, but in good condition. One of those trans orange Ice Planet visors, trans green old style helmet, trans blue diving visor, dark gray camera piece, and dark turquoise swords. Very interesting color. So those are cool. Some minifigure torsos and some minifigure legs. So now's a good time to just kind of actually get all these open and talk about, because there's a couple really cool pieces in here. While I'm at it. And the heads. I tell you, the minifigure heads are actually how you can spend a lot of money, because that's one of the big like identifiers in minifigs for me. I like to have a large variety of unique head pieces, and I told you I'm trying to like build up my collection of flesh-colored and light flesh-colored minifigure heads. So, so the biggest thing. Let's talk about the set I got. This is Electrolyzer from Ultra Agents. I told you I really like those characters. And he's normally about $30 actually. He only came in one big set, and he's a very cool figure. I got him like parted out in this order for about $18. And I have the parts to finish like the pack he comes with. So that's a very cool minifigure. Really happy to have him. And of course, after I did that, I found on another BrickLink store someone had him parted out for a total of like $9. So a little bit disappointing because I could have just bought it from them, but don't really regret it. I might get another one just for parts, but I really, really like this figure, and I wanted to have him. And then I got another Drill X, like not the full figure, just the like armor body of it, because I thought that was really cool. Like that's a really cool print. I got another Cyclone torso because it's a really cool torso. Ultra Agents variant for one of them I had. Here's a gray alien body, and this is an Ultra Agent's head. He didn't have the rest of them, but I thought those would go well together, and they do go quite well together, so that's cool. And Then one other Ultra Agents villain. He didn't have the legs for this guy, but you can find the legs pretty easily in other stores, so eventually I'll pick it up. But this was really cheap, and this is Terabyte with the helmet, minus the legs, but I'll find the legs sooner or later. You can just put black ones on for the time being or something. But that's a really cool helmet piece and a cool figure. So, cool set. Lex Luthor torso. That was cheap, actually. It was like 50 cents. Jedi Alis Kula, I think her name is. Don't have the headpiece for her, because that's like 40 bucks. But this was actually really cheap. This was like $1 for both of these things. So, use it for something. This is an old Exoforce torso, and I actually have really wanted it for a long time. It's like a futuristic purple one, purple and gold one. And this has been on the one list for a long time, so I'm glad to have that. It's rare to find, too. Luke, back to tank, leg piece. I have a use for that. And then this is like the, what is it? Atlantis Portal Emperor torso. I have a use for that. New Leia torso. Skyhopper torso. Lego Movie Police legs to replace one I'm using. Other torso replace one I'm using. Pirates of the Caribbean torso, really cheap. That's a cool one. I have a use for that. Sand green. What are these guys called? It's not a Thorian. I forget what that race is called in Star Wars, but it's green, whatever. I can't remember it, but got one of those heads. It was cheap. These are Zeb's legs from Star Wars Rebels, and I'm currently using them on one of my custom figures, so I figured I might as well replace the one so I'm not borrowing from that official set. And then just a couple assorted headpieces. Ooh, come here. Oh wow, he did throw this in. That's nice. I thought he would charge me for it. That's really nice. I requested. He didn't ship the order. It took a couple days to ship the order, and I was looking through the store and saw that he had this head. This is the Storm X-Men one. And I said, hey, if you haven't shipped it yet, can I add that to the order? And he didn't respond to it, so I figured he just already shipped it or something. But he actually threw it in, and he didn't charge me for it, so that's really cool. That's appreciated, because this is like a $4 piece. So, and I'm really glad I get this, because this is a rare one, and I'm using it right now, and I really want to have, it's very difficult to find dark flesh tone female heads. So I'm actually very happy you sent that, because I've got a use for that, and I really wanted some of those. So you can just kind of see some of the heads I picked up. Pretty cool ones there. This is the tan Darth Vader head that came in the Star Destroyer set. And this is cool to me because this is my favorite version of the Darth Vader face. I think it's the most accurate for, like, not end of episode 6, but like any other time for Darth Vader. And it only came in one set, so I'm going to take the new Darth Vader from Palpatine's Duel and put this head on it. And I think that's the most like accurate version of Darth Vader in his prime, whatever you want to call it. So, and then just 2 other heads. This one's kind of rare. Olive green. So yeah, that is it for this order. Say biggest thing was these 2 series and a Twitch one, but big order. Very excited to get all those parts. So yeah, you will probably see them in future builds. So thanks for watching.